Good evening, everybody. How is everyone doing? Just sharpening a few chisels. Sharpening the chisels up. I'm hoping we might see a few people in the chat. I've not seen anyone for a while. I've not been here. Not well, I say on YouTube. I've not been on YouTube for a while. Few reasons. Hopefully, you all got my apology email the other day. Email. I say email. I've been working. I've been on my emails most of the day. But hopefully, a few people are around. So, what my plan is now is to really work on trying to neaten this up, especially the lettering. Just go around it all and really crisp it up. Just have an hour just crisping it all up. If anybody wants to join me. So I've been working also. Sorry, got distracted there. How did I get the background effect? Good question, Joe. So what I have here, collection of chisels of a point pitching chisel, and I just go along, give it a nice effect. I've actually got two, so let me find the other one for you because it's a little bit more aggressive. It's got a stronger point to it, so it's a lot more point to that there. So that I would use first time round, and then I'll go around with this one. And I'll just give it that effect over there. So I think people call them a needle chisel, some call them a point chisel or a pitching chisel. They sell them at Southern Stone Limited, where I buy all my tools from, and you can actually get a discount code. On a couple of my videos have discount codes on. one for Southern Stone Limited, so you'll get one on there. They do 'em sell them direct off their website, or you can buy them off eBay. They might even sell them on Amazon nowadays. So it's Southern Stone Limited. Yeah, make sure you use a discount code if you buy one. So I'm just working on this lettering really, just going around the lettering. Just really making it stand out a little bit bolder and a little bit neater. There we go then. You've already bought through Southern Stone, you know. You know, you know. Someone put that online the other day and it stuck with me. Can't even think who it was. So I've been not been on my YouTube channel for a little bit because hopefully you all saw my apology. I've been I've been in France volunteering. I've been doing lots of stuff around the house, and I've got a couple of days off work, and I'm doing the solar on the garage. Got a company doing it for me, but I'm doing a bit of the slate work or the tile work around them. So that's taking up. But I'm also trying to get my TikTok to match my YouTube account. So I'm trying to get them both at the same level, so we're both at 10,000. And I managed to get it to 6,500. So I'm happy with that. So I've been trying to put a bit of work into that at the same time. And it seems to be going well. People seem to like it, they seem happy with it. I got over 10,000 likes on it yesterday. So that's good going, I think. But it's that balance between both platforms. It's not easy. So I thought I'd come and have an hour over here with you guys, see how things are. Has anyone been working on anything good? So I was in here carving yesterday morning, and we had a frost yesterday morning. I've got these two fans blowing at me, these Evolution fans now blowing at me all the time. And I tell you what, it picked some cold up, picked some real cold up. Good evening, Bri. It's been a while since we've done a Wednesday night live, but we'll see how it goes. Did your first bit of lettering and have nearly finished the relief carving too. Oh, nice. Send some pictures, Joe. Let's see it. So I've announced the winner of the watch. I don't know if any of you have seen the. I've been doing a watch giveaway. So I've announced the winner of the watch today. Somebody called Reese. He sent me a message. Looking forward to receiving his watch. Now he's won it, which is nice. Rudy, how we doing? It's nice to see some regular people. So I've just been explaining to Joe. I've not been around for a little bit. Few reasons. I've been to France. Hopefully, you all saw my apology email. Not email. That's because I've been emailing all day sat at my desk. My apology video. So I've been to France, walling. I've been doing lots around the house, building a pond, sorting out the chickens and goats. This week, I'm installing solar panels with a company on the garage roof. We've ripped all the roof off, and we've been getting it all ready, and I've been putting them back on the slates, working around them guys. It's quite slow going, I'm going to be honest with you. Um, but I'm also trying to get my TikTok to a very similar level to my YouTube. I think it'd be nice if I had them side by side with the amount of subscribers. So I've been trying to do that, and it's going well actually. Um, I had 10,000 people like my stream last night. What I tried, it was good. Um, so I was happy with that, and I managed to get it up to 6,500 people following the page. So the aim is to get to 10,000. I like the idea that they can be side by side. I've had lots of people trying to buy carvings off me while I've been there. It's been a bit intense at times, if I'm honest with you. Quite like the familiarity of YouTube, the steadiness, the calmness of it. I get blasted with a lot of questions and stuff on TikTok. Quite like the hustle and bustle of it, but at the same time, I quite like the steady pace of YouTube. I shall try and split my time 50-50. Luke, how are we doing, sir? How are we doing? So we've got this same problem again. So I've gone back to my headphones while I've been carving on TikTok, and it works fine. Come onto YouTube, doesn't work at all. So I could stick the mic in if I can find the mic. Let's see how that goes. Let's have a look for a mic. Luke, I'm doing good. Um, Carving away. So let's try the mic, see what's happens here. How's life treating you over in France? Let's see what happens. Let me know if that makes any difference at all. Just put my chisel down now. Yeah, so let's give it a go, see what happens. Let's see if that makes any difference. A little bit more blurry to hear you, some cuts from the voice. Okay, well that's not good. Let's try next stage. The thing is, if I take all together, I think you're going to get a lot of fan noise. So let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. We're going to have to invest in some. I mean, these are new mics. Let's be honest, and they're working. They're working fine on other platforms. It's a strange setup. We'll give it a go and see what happens. It's only a short live to get back. This one we can hear you clear in the background noise is suppressed a little bit. How about the tapping noise? See the tapping noise, the background noise is the fans really is essential. Especially these new fans from Evolution Power, they are lovely. That's far better. It makes a lot. So this is not a wet sharpening block. Actually, it's a diamond dry sharpening block. But yeah, if you're using a whetstone, you want a bit of oil on there. So how are things? It's pretty loud, but it's not too loud. Okay. Um, well, let's just see how it goes for now. How are things in France then, Luke? Are you any closer to being a policeman since we last spoke? And how's your YouTube channel going? playing VR currently. Oh, nice. What is it? A Meta? You know, before I moved house, I used to. You got into police school. Nice. Congratulations. Well done, you. That's impressive. I used to play VR a little bit myself until I moved house, and now I don't have time. I used to play in an online cricket league. I really enjoyed it. Have I done the? I've not done it yet. No, I've got to do it though. It's not until later in the year, but I've got to do it. So it's a women's prison, and we're going to be teaching dry stone walling, which will be nice. That's good advice from Bri there about the oil. You have to be very careful. That is one of the reasons I have a dry stone. So it seems strange not doing a live for now. It was like 4 weeks. I also think in that time, what I've learned, if I was to give advice to somebody who does YouTube and live streaming a bit, it's good to have a little break every now and again. It's good for you to refresh and don't feel like you. Wednesday can come around very quick. I'm just drinking my coffee at the same time. So sometimes it's good to be able to just stop and do bits around your house and garden as the seasons are changing. So it was, I think it did me good. Obviously, it doesn't do my channel any good because it loses that momentum of carving, of me carving live every Wednesday. But it doesn't matter too much. It's a natural growth thing, and it's not my business. If it was my business, I'd probably have to be a bit more religious with it, a bit more strict. I was saying to someone today while I was on TikTok, saying, if I ever get made redundant, you'll see me all the time because this will become my job again. Just doing these all the time. I've had so many inquiries about football carvings today. It's a crazy amount. First time I've ever done Wednesday. This, I think it's coming on well actually. Very happy with it. Hey, don't forget to hit the like button. made the tradesmen who were helping me, who were doing the solar panels, who I'm helping today on the house, I made them bacon, sausage, and egg sandwiches while they were here. And I had to wait for the chicken. I was 1 egg short. I made 6 sandwiches and I had to wait for the chicken to lay an egg. And I told them they'd have the sandwiches about 10:30. I went down and checked at 25 past for an extra egg. They didn't let me down. Actually, there was 4. So 4 eggs. So they did me good. We've normally got loads of eggs, but I given a couple away recently, a couple of boxes, and also sold a few at the side. You like the way I support the stone, so I'm assuming you use some kind of yeah. This is an easel. This is a big old piece of ply. This is the biggest easel I've ever had. Purposely for this workshop, I've made it. It's 3 times the size of my old one. Behind this, so it's tapered on an angle. You can't really see at the minute. So it's tapered on an angle. Tell you what, let me just, while we're talking, hopefully I don't do any damage. So it's tapered down the sides. It goes to nothing. It gets wider and wider as it goes down. Got a few shelves in there with different stone, and you can see how big it is compared to that carving I'm doing. I can fit a big old slab of stone on that there, and with shelves in there, an extra piece of wood which I clamp like frame for the camera on. But behind this is a full pack of what we used to call rock wool. Now it's sheep's wool, and it deadens the noise out. And I just get old pieces of wood and just screw them down. And I just use my simple impact gun to screw them down with. Just plow some screws in, knocking out. Then I've got these fans running. These fans are running. There's 2 fans running next to me across the top of the easel. So I could make a video about it. It's I'd have to tidy my workshop up a little bit. So hopefully that helps. The other thing I'm doing by supporting it is I'm leaning. So I'm leaning. You can see that my palm's on there all the time, or my wrist is on there. It's just leading the stone in, leaning into the stone there, controlling it. And not long now until the European Stone Festival. I will be there wearing my t-shirt, my TheStoneRanger t-shirt. I need to do some promo on the t-shirt. It'd be lovely. It'd absolutely make my day if I saw someone wandering around in one of my t-shirts. It'd be very exciting. Something's wrong here. Something's gone wrong with my screen. What tells me what's happening? There we go. That's better. There we go. So yeah, I'm quite deep into this carving. It's the first time you guys have seen it. I'm just going round and fettling it really. Just giving it a little bit of extra work. Just really trying to tidy it up. We're quite right on the camera setup there. We're just going to keep working our way around until we're happy. I want to get a little bit better on here. I want it to stand out. I'm going to run around the edges, crisp it up, really get it to stand out. It's looking like it's supposed to. It just needs a little bit more on there. So the guy who's commissioned this saw me carving it and said he's that happy with it already. He wants the modern day badge because this is the badge of from like the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, and now he wants the current badge as well. I suppose speaks volumes really, but that he's happy. So have you all seen that new saw I've been using while I've been on the couple of shorts recently? The new saw from Evolution Power. Someone sent me a message saying the only reason you're saying that's good is because they're paying you. They gave you a free saw. Do you know? I would have agreed with him only a couple of months ago because Evolution Power you wouldn't class as the highest grade of tool up until then. Honestly, it's changed. That saw is absolutely fantastic. It's I don't think you'd really appreciate it until you used one. If you've already got this opinion of Evolution tools, you're going to have to use one to change your mind. It is great. I'm not saying it'd be say if DeWalt bought a new one out on the market, what was better. I'm not saying it wouldn't be better. The DeWalt wouldn't be better than the Evolution. What Evolution have bought out, But the current DeWalt, what I've got, is better than that. And I tested it. I went to like as a VIP, and I tested it against the leading ones on the market. So we're getting Husqvarna, we went against Stihl, Milwaukee, Makita, and it was absolutely fantastic. It came out on top. It was very closely matched by the new Makita. That new Makita was good. It was very tight at the top. I tell you what else, if you're carving stone and you don't already have a fan, these fans I've got working now, you can see that dust getting blown away there. And they're on the lowest setting, and actually there's a slight wobble to the screen. There we go. Happy Mac. Happy Mac says it's beautiful. Well, the fans these cordless fans have got going are great. They are really great. So I can see by coming onto YouTube tonight compared to the TikTok thing, it's a nice, steadier, calmer environment on here, and I can really concentrate on actually carving and getting this finished up or getting it to a point where I'm happy. It's a lot more hustle and bustle on TikTok, but I think everything's got its place. I think TikTok's a great place for me to get more commissions like this for when I want them. Not that I need them, but I can see how a lot more people just going on by and blasting out messages and comments. Actually, I feel like more people who are wanting to learn and doing the craft and want to just have a little bit of a chat is more on YouTube, and I like that. So what I've got to learn and find in this balance between them both, because I'd like to grow the channel in both directions. Obviously, it helps because we get different stuff sent to the channel. I get more discount codes. Like I've given a smartwatch away today, and I like the idea of doing more stuff like that for people, gifting on back. So the more I grow, the better. And I think the way to do that is to do both platforms. But I am enjoying this piece over here, which is really nice. I think it's getting there though. How's it looking on your end? It's obviously different for me. I'm just staring at it, but I think we're getting somewhere. We're almost at 10 thumbs up. We've got to 8. It's amazing how when you're not around for a while, the shadows are showing the detail. They like a textured background. I really like the textured background, and actually, this the way I do it with these chisels. This is not what these are used for. So Joe was asking me these earlier. These are for moving material. They're not for what I use it for. But this is a bit of a signature thing I do now. I've done it on quite a lot. I do it on quite a lot of my carvings with the background. I'm not into that smooth, flat back here. I think you want it to be different. I'm happy with this smooth and polished at the top of the owl, and then we've got the carving, and I really like this textured background. And when you wash it, it just dulls it down slightly, and I think it really brings something to it. And it's a bit of a signature thing that I've got going. I think when I do carvings and this is on there, it's like a needle gun finish, but with a single point chisel, and it's a completely different finish to a needle gun. You can tell that it's different, but it's a similar style. So I'm happy with this style we've developed over the years with this point in the background. And also, people who watch the channel and people who are going to do this themselves, it'll be nice because it'll be a way of me thinking, oh yeah, they've seen some of the work I do and they've taken that on board and they've gone with it. So that's really nice. Happy Mac, is that a picture of a? I can't see what your profile picture is there. You're definitely right. It does make the owl and the lettering pop. And then, so what I will do, the final thing I will do is my last thing to go around all this. I will get the chisel and I will just run around the edge, and it'll be just a line what sits between that texture. And I don't know if you can just see that. And that one last line just puts a score around the bottom of the lettering between the texture and the bottom of the letter, and it just makes it stand out even more. It's that final little detail is what I'll go around, and that'll just make it stand out a little bit more. I'm really loving that curve on that S. I was looking at it thinking it's a dog, but I couldn't be 100%, and I didn't want to offend you by saying, oh, that's a nice looking dog there, and actually it was you stood there holding like a beer or something. I didn't want to offend you, so. So weirdly, the two people I work with at work have both got dogs. I've got a dog, and they've both got a dog. And mine's called Bramley, so take that out of the equation. But the two dogs at work, one's called Happy, who's a rescue dog from Singapore, and the other dog is a Jack Russell, who's called Mac. So we've got Happy and Mac, and they're the two dogs at work that I work with. Both lovely dogs. Not from Singapore. Yeah, Singapore. No, he's not. No, it's not. It's Peru. It's from Peru. He's off the streets of Peru. Happy. I'm glad you understand. mean, it's pretty impressive to have a fox. I have an anti-allergy dog. Not that I'm allergic, but he just is. So he's a cockapoo. He's just been to the groomers, and he looks ridiculous. That's the only way I can put it. He looks like a different dog. They've obviously blown dryed and conditioned him, and he's all fluffy. It's his first ever cut because he's only 26 weeks old, and he looks like he's ready to enter Crufts. I mean, he's adorable, but he doesn't look like my dog. He's meant to be all curly and he's all fluffy, so I'm really looking forward to the the curls returning in a couple of days and the fluff disappearing out of him. So it might look that I'm just going over and over and over the same bit. I'm just trying to get it just right. I was about to say the curve on the lechon looks sharp. I find it quite difficult on the O's and the C's. Um, S's are a great way to practice, but if you're going to practice on any that you're struggling, I really think as a beginner, one of the best ones you can practice on is a number 5. You've got a bit of everything. You've got a flick at the top. If you pick the right front, flick at the top, it comes around straight, then back down. It can be slightly arched in. Then you've got a curve in there, and you're getting a bit of everything on a 5. It's a real great number to practice on. S's followed by S's. I do like an S. Some of my first S's I ever carved. Whew, atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. But I'm really liking that belly on the S there. A little bit of work to do on the C. The problem I have with a C, and I don't know if you'll notice that some other carvings, from to the left hand side here, I always do a lot more work. This side is always lacking slightly, and that's because the camera's there. So I put less work in here. So up here needs a lot of work in a minute. So I'll have to move the camera. But generally, this side always has the most. So that C there needs a little bit more work. I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to flirt with the idea of doing a couple of one-on-one carving sessions. I've spoke about it before, but now I've got my big workshop, I can do it, and I've got all the fans set up, and my stone saw is going to be coming soon up here, and got the easel, and we've got the tables, just one-on-ones. But what I have also got now is the Airbnb. So people, if they were travelling, they can rent the Airbnb and stay over. That'll be the same for one-on-one dry stone walling. I've obviously a balance to be struck with work and family life and carvings I've already got, but I think it'd be quite nice to offer that a couple of times a year. I'm hoping to get a few more dry stone walling videos done very soon. Very, very soon. I enjoy making them up, but it's obviously a bigger commitment. So my workshop, I can just stumble across the drive and I'm into my workshop. Dry stone walling is a little bit more difficult to set up. Oops, sorry about that. A little bit more difficult to set up, but soon. I just wish there was an extra couple of days a week to do it all. I know I've been sent an email through work today where I've got to go and do an emergency carving on one of our local landmarks in the Peak District. Some of the stones. There's been a German symbol carved onto a piece of stone. We'll put it. It's the symbol will not give any airtime to, and it needs covering up with something. So I've got to come up with something what cover it up and carve into this piece of stone. And I mean, you're not allowed to carve into these stones, so for them to ask me to do it is a bit of a biggie. So I'm going to try and sort that out. Don't think I need to explain that any more than that. Somebody protesting against VE Day, maybe. 8 o'clock nearly already. Wow, that's flown by. Anyone watching the football this evening? So I'm not going to be here till the full 9 o'clock tonight. A couple of reasons. I feel I should let the others see it who've seen me start this all the way through. And I don't want to be carving late because I've actually got some really, really important paperwork to fill out. And I've been putting it off, and I've started it today. I'm making good headway. And while I'm in the right frame of mind to do it, I should definitely do it because we all know that type of paperwork where you've just got to be in the right frame of mind to do, and this is important stuff. And it's got to be in for Sunday. Well, I've had it a little while anyway already. Only one more like for 10. Nice. Let's try and get there. Yes, I've had this paperwork has got to be in by Sunday. I've had it for a little while, and I'm putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And before I know it, I'm busy tomorrow. Friday will come, and all of a sudden it's I want to get it proofread before I send it. So. I know I've said this a couple of times already this evening, but if you are doing any stone carving, so Brian, Happy, Mike, Joe, anyone who's watching have been doing some stone carving, having a go, have a look at these fans, Evolution Power. Have a look at them. Don't buy them until you've got the discount code from me. Save yourself some money. They are absolutely fantastic. They're cordless. You can change them around. They've got a couple of settings. They are really, really good. So if you're carving away and you want to keep that dust down, keep it blown away, you've got a mask on as well, but you can see the quality of them. So I'm dropping that and that dust is just disappearing straight away. The batteries are lasting a long time. They're really well built. I wouldn't tell you if they weren't good. I wouldn't be trying to get you to buy them. I mean, I'm gaining nothing by you buying them. I'm not on like a commission basis with them, but I'm just saying they are great. They're sent to me free of charge to use on the channel, and I promote them a little bit, but I'm not gaining anything out of them. I suppose I've got the free tools, but they are fantastic. Definitely do it. The discount code for Evolution Power on the channel. Make sure you use it. It's on one of the shorts. Save yourself some money. One thing I would say about Evolution Power Tools is they're not expensive, but they're really good. And there's no... So if I went and bought I've recently bought some DeWalt tools and then been given some Evolution ones, and there's no messing. The box is just the cardboard box with the chargers in it. That's just the box. There's nothing else. You're not getting a fancy big plastic box like storage boxes from. None of that. You're saving all your money on that. It's I don't need that. I ended up with boxes everywhere. These cardboard boxes, just take them out. The instructions are there. There's a clip if you want to put it on the drill, what goes on your belt, and that's it. Batteries, chargers, that is it. And they are cheap but good. Another reason why I've got to do my paperwork is I've still got the roof to put back on the garage. And I can't be messing about with that. Not if it rains. Forgot about that. We're fishing tomorrow. My friend's just had his date through for his operation, who I go fishing with. He texted me just before I came on here live. So we'll be out of action for a decent amount of this summer. Can I get that final thumbs up before I have to leave? It's been a short little live, but it's been nice to be back. I'm going to try and get back every Wednesday now. Carving's coming on. We're looking for one more thumbs up just before I leave. Wrong chisel for the job. Don't do it, Matty. Almost. Almost. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm just going to spin the camera around so you can see me. Thank you all for watching. It's I just wanted to show you these fans before I go. Have a look at these. They're so greatly built. Batteries in the back. You've got a couple of settings. You can tilt them. Really nice solid frames on the bottom to move them around. They're just great fans. Really, really good. It's completely spin them round. When it's cold in the morning, they're sucking that cold air up. They're cold. But little heat wave last week. Fantastic. Sat with them on. So thank you all for watching. I'll if I don't see you before next Wednesday, I'll see you then. But hopefully I'll be able to drop in and out through the weekend. I've got lots of carvings to do. So keep an eye out. Yes, how can I share a photo of my recent carving, Joe? So do you have Instagram? If you've got Instagram, send me a message on there. If you've got Facebook, put the Stone Ranger in. So everything's under the Stone Ranger. So you can send them me on there. If not, you can email them to me. So it's Facebook. Yeah, there we go. Facebook. So the Stone Ranger. It's a picture of it's a picture of me holding a pair of chisels, but like caricature wise. So you'll see me, my hat on, beard, caricature, like hammer and chisel, the Stone Ranger underneath. So like that page, and you can just send me on there. Lots of people send them that way, or Instagram. The t-shirt design, that's the one. That is definitely the one. One day people will be wearing them t-shirts wandering around, and you'll be able to go, look, that's a Stone Ranger. Perfect. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully I'll be able to give you a few little tips and tricks along the way there. Yeah, see you all in a couple of days. Take care.